All right. Hello, everyone. I am Miss Kimmy, aka Miss Dust Growth. Today's interview session is being presented to you by NAM Events, and the featured artist today is Mr. Brett Jolly. Welcome.
Thank you very much. That was pretty good. I like that a lot. I was tempted to look around and say, who's she talking about? But hey, that's me, so that's fine.
This
Hi.
is hello and welcome to the world of Brett Jolly.
Oh, see, now when you say it like that, you make me feel like I'm actually in that world. No, it's still my house. Okay, we're good. All right.
I love that saying. I saw it on your website. And talk about exploring life. You are a creative musician, artist, songwriter, producer, writer, video editor, and photographer. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You writing the chapters of your life.
Well, you know what? I'm a firm believer, and I say this. Life, you only get one chance at life. Make the most of it. And do everything that you can. Whatever it is that you feel you can do. When you say I can't do something, then in essence you can't because you're limiting yourself.
Correct.
If you want to say I'm going walk out the door and fly, find a way to do it, and that's the way I think.
And with that being said, so what would you say
Mhm.
identifies you and your own uniqueness of expression to life and your music?
Well, my music is a reflection of me in many ways, but it also doesn't necessarily have to be that way. Sometimes it's about what I go through. Sometimes it's about what I wish I could go through. Sometimes it's about what I imagine because I'm a Pisces. I'm a dreamer, and I will I'm a firm believer that sometimes you can go as far as you can dream, and I'm tempted to go there. My thing is like whatever it is that motivates you, inspires you, and makes you determined, to set an example and set the world on fire. By all means, do it.
Yeah.
And
I
that's what I
totally believe that. And I can see that about you, that you're very motivated, mainly because you um, do have a very broad background of being experienced in so many different areas. And I know you're known for playing the bass, but what other instruments do you play?
well, I play keyboards. I'll play drums. If you anything, I'll play anything. I don't care. We once had to do a play called Lady Day, which is about Billie Holiday. So they told me I had like 40 days to learn how to play an upright bass, which I never played before.
Wow.
Otherwise, I was going to get paid. So after a couple of days, I was spinning that joker around, jumping up and down with it, and everything else, and I, I did whatever I could with it, but I made it work.
You got it to go, right?
I'm ready to go. So I will play anything. I don't care what it is. Just bring it, and I'm
All
going.
right. I like that. Yeah, it says a lot about you. Well, how often do you practice? Can you tell me, how often do you practice as a musician or your day to day,
I'm gonna let you know. I practice zero. I don't practice. Well, you got to figure because I play a lot. That's actually my practice. I mean, I had a gig last night. The thing is, you know, I learned through hearing because I can hear what other people do when I hear a recording. I have perfect pitch, so it's like I can pick up just about anything. And if it's something that I haven't heard before, I'm like, okay, you know what? Then if I get a chance, I'll go through it. But otherwise than that, I'm pretty good just where I am.
That's you really telling the world, and I love that about your gift of actually being able to hear certain things that maybe can help someone. Is that what you mean? More or less like that in areas of.
Absolutely. The thing about it is everybody has different gifts.
Hmm.
The main thing is first identifying the gift that you have.
Okay.
The next thing is taking that gift and try to expand it to something even bigger and better. And then incorporating your own style, which makes you unique and actually will probably get you more gigs or whatever it is, that you want to do in terms of songwriting or playing or whatever.
And you work with a lot of various musicians, artists. Can you share some of the names with
Sure, sure.
everyone?
There are tons of them. I'm not going to be able to say them all, but Teddy Pendergrass, Bon Jovi, Olivia Newton-John, The Whispers, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Jill Scott, Alexander O'Neill, Sherelle, Aretha Franklin, Janet Jackson. Oh goodness, some of the Philly guys, the Soul Survivors, Stylistics, Harold Melvin's Blue Notes. Uh,
Oh, right.
Listen, if I could remember all of them, Paul
Okay.
Paul Jackson Jr. Whatever it is.
Okay.
Jimmy Hurt.
We're going to have a little contest real quick,
That's
spontaneous,
fine.
because you didn't. I know, but we're going to let the world know.
Let's
You didn't mention Barry White, so what I want you to do, because I know you can go low with your voice, I hear you say, "Show you right."
Sugar Ray. You know that I love being Barry, and I love being fantastically happy. Right on, baby. Right on.
I love it. Show you
It's
right.
got me in more trouble than you can probably imagine.
All right.
But we won't go through that on here. I guess not.
Not on the interview.
No. But it's done some things. You
I
know,
love it. I love it. I can tell you've had a lot of fun over the years, and since
a
you have
lot of
worked with so many various artists, can you tell me one highlighting experience that you just, makes you smile or just stays on you in your mind, that stands out that you would like to share with everyone?
There are many of them. I can tell you that one time I was playing with Teddy Pendergrass. I think we were in Westbury, New York, and I'm on stage and I'm trying to figure out, I got a microphone. I'm singing background stuff like that, and then next thing I know, somebody taps me on the shoulder, and I'm like, who in the world could possibly get to me on stage? This person wanted to sing, and I'm like, who in the world could this be? And I turn around, and it's Ashford and Simpson.
Right.
So they were like, can we sing? I said, you can take my microphone anytime you want. I got no problem with that whatsoever.
All right.
Oh, it was great. I mean, between that, having dinner with Jeffrey Osborne, all kinds of stuff. Having an intimate conversation with Chaka Khan, which was absolutely great. Uh,
Wow, you have so many great memories to reflect on. That's beautiful. I love it.
it's a beautiful thing. Music has been so good to me, and I can't complain about any of it. I've had a chance to travel the world. I did a lot of stuff, of course, with Teddy, Billy Paul, great singer. Did Me and Mrs. Jones. I went to all kinds of different places. It was great to get away, but it was also great to get back.
Get back home into your own
Yeah,
comfort,
yeah,
right?
great to get back home.
Since you've worked with so many various artists and you've encountered so many great experiences, when it comes to your own personal music that you have created, um, how would you describe your music?
My music is it has no limits whatsoever. I will go anywhere. I mean, if I feel it, let's just put it this way. I cherish people who are true artists, like Bobby Womack or Marvin Gaye. They wrote according to what they felt. That's
Okay.
what an artist does. If an artist feels it, he captures the artistry of it. I like to be the same way. So for me, I can go from something very sedate and mild to something absolutely reckless, depending on what hits me at that particular moment. So, that's truthfully what artistry in music should be about.
Okay.
Prince was the same way. Just do what you feel, but make it work and let people know how you feel when you do your music. And that's the way I tackle it.
Actually, you kind of remind me of Prince when you brought up his name because of the fact that you go into so many different areas,
Well, I love to do it.
performing and music instruments and playing to, yeah, he's,
Yeah, I love to do it. It's a great thing, and I understand fully where he was coming from. One of the biggest another thing in my life was that I got to talk to Prince for about 25 seconds.
did
But it was cool. But
you use your Barry voice or you use your Brett Johnny
no, I didn't use that on. I wasn't gonna do that to Prince because he might have run on that one. But no. I use it on quite a few things. I use it on my recordings whenever I do it if necessary. But whatever calls for, we'll go for it.
Well, Brett, we're right here in the year 2020 now, and you know music has changed. So much is changing in the world, and right now we're dealing with a pandemic all around the world. I want to ask you, how have you been dealing with your life day to day as a musician? How do you feel right now mentally with everything going on in the world? Could you let
Well,
people know?
I can tell you that the world's going through change. Absolutely, because of what's going on here. What's going on may actually be the new normal. It's very possible. So
Hmm.
because of that fact, I look at it this way. You could sit around doing nothing. I'm not one of those people. I'm gonna make the most of. I've been doing a lot of recording. I wrote a lot of songs. I have done some videos. I've done pictures because I do photography as well. I've done a website. I got a website hooked up. Um, it's something dedicated to the emotional needs of women. It's called lovenotes.com, which is LOVE hyphen, like, C,
Love.com.
NOTES.com. And it's dedicated, I've done that, but that's been doing very well. Because I'm and I put a counter on it, and after 1 month, I got over 8,000 visitors to it, and it hadn't even been launched yet. So, I'm glad and blessed in that regard. But anybody wants to check it out, it's LOVE www.love hyphen NOTES.com. But that's a whole other story. But the thing, to answer your question, during a time like this, you can sit idle and just look at the four walls. But why? My thing is I'm keeping myself busy with whatever I have to do in whatever direction I have to go to get there. So that when this thing does finally get over, I'm going to be at my best and I'm going to come back bigger and stronger than before.
That's right. You always got to keep the faith and stay inspired and be fearless, right?
Exactly. That's the way you should be. Some people, they figure and say, well, I'm going to get started once it gets done. Why? Get yourself.
No, you can't do that. No. I mean, I know you're keeping yourself busy. Um, that's why you're Brett Jolly.
Ah, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Whoa, that's
Well,
good.
well, actually, that's why it says on your site, "Welcome to the world of Brett Jolly."
That's
That's
correct.
right. I checked your website out, and I want others to check your website out because I know you've written a lot of material, original songs, and for this year of 2020, um, and with everything going on, the world events, can you share with us one of your favorite songs, or that you would like everyone to, just be
I,
aware
I have a lot of them. I mean,
of for this event? What's going taking place right now? I
okay.
know, but I
No,
want you. I want you to share it with everyone.
that's good. Okay, we can do that. I have I've got a couple of them, but I'm gonna put them in context for you. Of course, I wrote a song called Black Lives Matter, which of course is pertinent to what's been going on. I also just recently did a song called Quarantine, which is actually about being quarantined, and wanting to be with somebody special, but you can't do it because you're quarantined. But the last thing that I did, which actually, I got a lot of positive feedback on. I wrote a song for Biden, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Okay.
It's called, it's under a slogan which they actually asked me to write, "Build Back Better," which is his actual platform. So I wrote the song. I didn't just do it with my vocals. I also had Tony Trower with me on the track, but it was absolutely great. They loved it. I don't think they can do anything with it until after the election. If he wins, then they'll see what they can do. But as
And
long as
was
they
there
pay me for
another
what I did,
vocalist in the song? I think
was
only
that?
was there another vocalist in that song? I
Oh
no.
yeah, and that would be Tony Trower. She sang a verse for me.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And I did a couple other things as well. Uh, uh, Jackie Mims was also I put her in the what you call it, Margot Jackson. I mean, the thing about it, I want to have a group of people that that could work out and make this thing take off, and I got that.
I love it because so now I'm gonna reemphasize that one more time for everyone
Yeah, no
because
problem.
you really put your time to get used during this pandemic and keeping the faith, and a song called "Build Back Better."
Build back better.
Black Lives Matter
Black
and
Lives Matter.
quarantine.
Quarantine. I mean, there's a whole bunch. I can't even remember all the tunes that I've done, but I've done a lot of them.
I love that. That's very original because, people right now, we're inside in quarantine. Well, we're getting more exposure outside now, but, it is good to kind of broaden your mind and use your imagination. And I love the fact that you put it into a song
Oh,
to
yeah.
share with people. Can you let everyone know where they can find your music to listen and to purchase?
Oh yeah, believe it or not, I'm gonna tell you this much because I'm still in the phase of getting all together. Some of it is on, of course, Apple iTunes, but I'm gonna say if you really want one, if you want a song that I do, uh, come to me directly. For about $3, you can email me at brettjolly@aol.com. If you want one of my tunes, I'll send it to you. But also too, you have to send me. I have a Cash App, which is $ Elton Brett Jolly, which is ELTONBRETTJOLLY, and you send me the money. I will email it to you. Make sure you send me your email address, and I will send you the song and no middleman.
That's right. That's what we
Exactly.
want. That's what the public wants. That's right.
Exactly, and you'll have no problem whatsoever. It'll be straight from me to you, and it'll be perfect, and you'll have it.
All right. Thank you. So, Brett,
Pleasure.
okay, I want you to let the public know. It's now October, well, September. And do you have any events coming up for this year? Under the circumstances, do you have any future events coming up?
It's interesting you say that. I have something that I'm doing on October, I think it's October 17th, for musicians, done by Pamela Renee. And I'm not sure exactly how that's supposed to run, but I'm going to be backing up everybody just about. Well, me and Kenny Jackson's band will also be there. And it should be a real fun event. But, the most important thing now because of the COVID crisis, anything that has to do with me, get in contact with me. I'm looking for artists who want to perform. Of course, naturally, I would love to help them out in terms of recording. I'm looking for models who need to have photographs done. I want to do that, and people who are in videos, whatever it is, I want you to to reach out to me, and let's see what we can do. I want to help you in whatever way. I got stuff that I can record you, I can take your picture, I can do video work, I can do all kinds of stuff. Just come on.
Well, Brett, you know what? I'm so happy to know you, and you have so much to offer to the world and people in the community, which is great. And I love it because you're covering all the areas of, I call it, being able to express yourself. If you
Yes, yes,
model, you want to do some writing,
yes,
or
yes.
just make a movie.
Yeah, exactly. I will do all of that. Listen, all the great talents I would love to get hooked up with, including Miss Kimmy,
All right.
who I've heard sing is absolutely fantastic. And yes, I'm putting you on blast, but yes, you are one of those who needs to.
But I'm gonna throw it right back at you and be the female version of the Barry White. Show you right.
There you go. There you go. That's it. We can do it. We can do it. We're gonna be- So it's a good thing.
Brett, I want to say thank you so much for just sharing yourself. And on behalf of NAM Events, we appreciate you so much, and we look forward to having you showcased at one of our upcoming events.
I look forward to it. It'll be a blessing and an honor, privilege, and pleasure.
All right now. I am Miss Kimmy, the MC host for NAM Events, and this is going to conclude our interview session with Mr. Brett Jolly. He let us come right on into his world. And I just want to say to people out there, don't be afraid to share yourself with the world, because someone can be inspired. You can be inspired, because that's what that's about. Take care.